What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Sport Jumbo. Today we're looking at why The Last Dance is saving us all from quarantine.
They're starting to come at Michael. Here comes Perry. Michael with elevation.
It is one of the most highly anticipated sports documentaries, and fans certainly weren't disappointed. The first two episodes of ESPN's 10-part documentary series, The Last Dance, which tells the story of Michael Jordan, the 1997-1998 Chicago Bulls, premiered a couple Sundays ago. During the season, NBA entertainment cameras were allowed unprecedented access to film Jordan's sixth and final championship-winning team, offering never-before-seen footage and interviews with players and coaches to fans. The first two episodes covered the rise of the Bulls' dynasty with Jordan and the relationship between the team and the front office. Included in the long list of interviewees were two former presidents of the United States, Barack Obama and Bill Clinton. Obama, who has spent much of his life in Chicago and was a huge Bulls fan, recalled not being able to buy Bulls tickets, as such was the excitement when Jordan arrived there. When Michael Jordan first came to town, I didn't have the money to buy tickets for a Bulls game, even the discount ones back in the day. I was pretty broke, Obama said. When he was introduced on the show, the 44th president's title card described him as former Chicago resident, to the delight of social media. One user called it quite the understatement, while another called it the greatest title ever. Former and current NBA players and fans were gripped by the first two episodes of the series. Current Chicago Bulls player Zach LaVine said he could have watched all 10 episodes right now. Three-time NBA champion D. Wade, who was born in Chicago, said if he had 3 wishes in life, I think I would have asked for #The Last Dance. The first two episodes earned rare reviews from all corners of the sporting world, including Jordan's fellow Olympic gold medal winning USA men's national teammate, Magic Johnson. Michael Jordan's Last Dance was fantastic, and I loved all 2 hours of it. Young fans that never got to see Michael play now understand why he's the GOAT of basketball, NBA Hall of Famer Johnson wrote on Twitter. For me, Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, and Beyonce are the 3 greatest entertainers of my lifetime, and you could probably throw Muhammad Ali in there. Man, MJ had it. He had that it. He was chosen to be the GOAT, Wade said. 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year J.J. Watt paid his respects to one of Jordan's coaches from college. Dean Smith telling Michael Jordan to go pro because that's what was best for him instead of telling him to stay, which would have been best for Dean Smith. That's the coach you want to play for.
We're going to win Game 7. I never make promises. I don't make promises to my wife, but we will win Game 7.
The Last Dance has even overtaken Netflix Tiger King as the most in-demand documentary in the world, a boost for the cable giant at a time when the coronavirus pandemic has shut down live sports and slashed its audience ratings. The Last Dance was one of the 20 most in-demand shows in the world this week, according to Parrot Analytics, a research firm that tracks audience interest using data that includes social media conversations and piracy. The show is even more popular in the US, where it's ranked as 11th this week. The past few months have been a landmark moment for documentaries, which have historically attracted much smaller audiences than sitcoms, scripted dramas, and reality TV. Tiger King was one of the most watched TV series on Netflix in the first quarter of the year, while The Last Dance is the most watched documentary in the history of ESPN. This is especially true for sports documentaries, which are the closest substitute fans have for fresh programming at the moment. Sports networks have lost millions of viewers due to the cancellation of live events. We are tracking a rise in demand for sports documentaries during the coronavirus pandemic, said Steve Langdon, a director of partnerships at Parrot. Netflix holds the rights to The Last Dance overseas and will get the show in the United States over the summer, so the streaming service is involved in the 2 biggest documentary hits of 2020.
With Utah surging and Pippen's status in doubt, the Bulls' fate would be placed in familiar hands.
The Last Dance was originally scheduled to air in June to coincide with the 2020 NBA Finals. The Last Dance's release date was brought forward to April due to this pandemic. It's directed by veteran sports filmer Jason Herrer, who's also behind the critically acclaimed Andre the Giant documentary, and charts the final championship run of the 90s Chicago Bulls dynasty and its mercurial leader, Michael Jordan. In the United States, ESPN is showing 2 episodes of The Last Dance every Sunday at 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Time through May 19th. So if you guys want to watch it, head over to ESPN right now. Every Sunday, there's new episodes. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode on Sport Jumbo. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below which episode has been your favorite and why. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.